I need to
Wait,
go to the
wait,
shop.
wait. While we're in a little like pause part, Ari, do you like my initial answer to Aman's question about the money, horrendous. Could you just cut that whole part out? Like it was bad.
That's true.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run it again. Okay. Welcome back to episode 18 of the Boys University podcast. Today we are dressed exactly the same as we were in episode 17, and we are all back together. Sahil's here for some of it. He'll be leaving soon, but that's good anyway. Quality will go up. So today what we're going to speak about is it's a hypothetical question for everyone, and it's if you weren't in your current line of uni degrees. So we've established Harun and Bharat are in medicine, Arman's in law, Sahil's doing environmental science, and I'm doing media and communications. If we weren't in these lines and we had to pursue something completely different, what would we be doing or what would we want to do? And as a second part of the question, if money wasn't an object, what would you spend your time doing? How would you spend your life? Arman, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah. So I gave this a little bit of a thinker. And I came up with I don't know why this came to my mind, but I would do like a show with you guys where we just like travel the world and then we did like a little bit of history, a little bit of like culture, just random stuff, you know. We just went around kind of like Top Gear style, but we could learn some cars as well. I don't mind, but I think that would be sick. Like, honestly,
Wait,
that would be the
that's
best time for me.
that's really fucking weird because my answer is very similar. My answer is like, you know, like
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain, like travel style show.
Oh
That would have been mine. So that's kind of
my
weird.
God.
So I guess we can
Yeah.
wrap the
No,
podcast up there.
no, I would because okay, no, because the thing is, right, I was trying to like, decide between like I feel like there's two aspects of my life split down the middle, right? Which is one where I want to be like useful to society and do like good stuff. And the other is I want to like just, have fun.
I
Right.
Yeah.
completely agree with that.
Right. And so like that's like a difficult thing. So like if I had to choose one, I'd have fun. But if I did, if I could choose both, then I'd probably like I don't know, I didn't think about it that much, but I do some I'd start like a company that probably solves a problem. That's probably like a biomedical company, to be fair. I feel like that's probably the best what's the word? Um like effective altruism kind of stuff, you know. But yeah, who wants to go next?
I can go next. I mean, so if I was not in my uni course of like pursuing research, environmental research, and I think I like to combine it immediately if money wasn't an issue. Like I've always wanted to just like, okay, you know how like if you go overseas, like they're just like people's job is just taking you on a canoe or just taking you whitewater rafting or just taking you like just you're doing that one tourist activity and their whole job is just that, and it's just such a peaceful life and they're just doing what they want to do every single day, and you don't really need to think. I mean, obviously you have to be very skilled in that thing because you're taking care of people. Like I don't want to do that. Like I just go to like Scotland, do 8 months and just learn how to be a whitewater rafting master and just be a whitewater rafting guide. Like it would be so fun. Like you just live there.
Don't you think you
And
get bored?
I don't think like I don't know. See, so that's the thing about me is I think I would be unsettled, but I don't know. Like a part of me thinks I wouldn't. Like I just be like content. Like
But
because
like,
if money is not an
don't you
issue, I
like
can
putting
still
us?
travel.
Don't you like
Putting
putting
myself in
yourself in
situations where
like,
I'm not comfortable. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
That's three for three.
Yeah.
He
Three for
does.
three.
He does.
Yeah, but sometimes
Hey
I don't.
shit! The last
Sometimes
one
I
we didn't
think,
have it.
yeah,
The
I know.
last one we
I was
didn't
trying to
have
think of
it.
a way. I was trying to think
Oh,
of a way, but I couldn't.
No, we're three
fuck.
for four.
Fuck.
Okay, that's
Wait,
still
this is a
fun.
part two, so it counts. It counts.
Okay, it's a
This is
part two
literally
then.
not a part. Okay, I'll put
Be
it
a
part
It's a
two
part two.
just for
That's fine.
this.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can just we can just release it as one now.
yeah.
Just because of this, we release it as one.
Honestly,
just for this
we,
purpose.
we
We
could.
could, we could. Okay, but anyway, yeah, like, yeah. So, like, sometimes a part of me just wishes I could just not be uncomfortable and like just do something, just do the same thing every day and just be happy. And then because money's not an issue in this hypothetical perfect world, I can still go traveling every year. I can go visit my friends. I can go visit my family. I can do what I need to do to break out of the cycle of doing the same thing every day. You know, and look, even if that wasn't the case, like let's say money is an issue, like it's a thing, like I can definitely like I would earn enough to live right? Like to be like comfortable, sort of. And look, Scotland, like let's I'm just taking Scotland as an example. Like if I went to Inverness and did this, there's so much to explore for cheap. Like I don't need to break the bank. I can just explore every nook and cranny of the country.
How have we given you a hypothetical where you can be anywhere in the world and you've ended up in Inverness?
Because
Yeah.
okay, it was really bad. Okay, like Italy, because I first thought about this. I thought about this when I was in Inverness, and actually no, I first thought about this when I was in New Zealand, like as a kid, and then we were whitewater rafting, and then my aunt asked the guy like, "So you just do this every day?" He was like, "Yeah, I love it," and then he just said everything that I just said, like like he does the same thing every day and he loves it. He's just doing what makes him happy. So at that point, I was like, "Why am I working hard to like do this when I can work hard for like a year and figure that out and just live happily?" And then
Wait, the crazy thing is that that he started off by saying like, "Oh yeah, I've thought about this," and then it turns out he actually didn't think about this. Like,
sorry, just a sec.
Yeah. It's someone else thought about it,
Like,
told him,
yeah,
and now he's running with it.
It's just entirely someone else's idea.
No, it's not someone else's idea. Okay, it's I was inspired, bro. I was inspired. Oh, like okay, like and then I went to
No, but
Inverness
whitewater
last
rafting is
year.
The
not
thing
what
is-
you do, right?
Yeah,
Would you
the
do
thing is
whitewater rafting?
Why
You've
not? Why
copied
not?
his whole fucking flow, bro. You've copied his whole
Yeah,
fucking
you
Word
the
for
whole
word,
spiel
bro,
for
bar for
word.
bar.
The whole spiel you just lifted it.
Okay, but like anyway, so I and then the second time this came to me was when I was in Inverness last year, and then the same thing. Like I was just asking this guy. So it's just
You're asking this
cool as
whitewater
hell.
rafting coach.
No, wait,
Yeah,
so you're telling me,
genuinely.
are you saying that you want to do something like that? Like if I told you, like, you could be one of those gondola guys in Venice, would you be like, yeah, it's about the same thing?
No,
I'll
not a
I'll do
gondola
that.
guy in Venice.
So it's
They
whitewater
look
rafting is what you want to
miserable,
do. You want to
like
do the
something
whitewater
in
rafting.
nature, like yeah, something like that. Like whitewater rafting would be so sick. Just
What
but
if
it
you
gets
were
cold.
what if you were like the outward bound guy?
No, you see that I don't want to like manage kids. Okay, I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy myself.
What do you think you'll be doing whitewater rafting? It's all kids, dude.
No,
Like,
it's not. Like you've got like families who come. You've
Sahil,
got,
I
like,
s-
yeah,
I
families
swear-
with parents.
no,
Nah,
it's different. It's different.
I think
OBS
outward
is-
bounds and whitewater rafting is
Yeah.
a huge thing.
I
Okay,
swear,
no, no,
I swear
I didn't mean
Sahil's a
outward
huge
bound. I
fan
meant-
of kids.
Anyway,
No, I didn't mean outward bound like that. I meant what's the forest adventure fella? You know those guys who just stand at the top of the tree and then they just like hand you the
Bear
rope and then you go
Grylls.
through. Bear
what,
Grylls.
like
What do you
high
mean about-
elements and shit?
I know.
Yeah, like
I
high
know
elements.
what-
That's in nature.
wanna
No, but I
talk
think
about.
like when he means whitewater rafting, I think he'd compare it to like, you know, when you go island hopping in Krabi and shit. Like you'd have like a role of being some sort of guide. You'd get to interact with the tourists. You get to meet
Sahil,
people from all
Yeah,
parts
yeah.
of the world.
Wait, but I just
Sahil, would
realized,
you become a Sherpa?
I don't know what a Sherpa is, but I've just realized
Ooh.
an even better plan for
Okay.
if I would just become a dive master and just dive.
Dive master.
No, that makes sense. That makes
Dive
sense.
master is
Dive.
pretty sick.
Why did you describe everything with master at the end?
Yeah.
Because
Wait, is that what it's
that's
called?
the official title is a dive master.
Oh,
And
shit,
then
fair
I
enough.
would
Is it?
Oh, that's what a
work on the-
waste though.
I would
They could be
work
called
on the
sea
liveaboard.
masters.
Okay, I would
Sea
change.
master would be
I
way
would
cooler.
first work
Dive
with changing
master
the
is kind of sick
constitution.
though.
Bro, Sea
And
Master's
change
just
the
a
name.
watch.
It's a cool name. Objectively.
Dive master.
Dive master's cooler. I'd argue dive master's cooler.
Whitewater
And
then-
rafting master.
I just I just go work on a liveaboard in Australia and just live there. Just live on the
In
boat
Australia.
and just take people diving every day. And just get to know the reef like it's my home.
It's
That's what I
such a neek, it's crazy.
Such a what?
Neek.
What's a neek?
Basically, like.
I mean, don't bring your
nerd,
slang in here,
dweeb.
alright?
Dude, that's
I mean,
niche.
go to-
That's niche UK slang. Bro.
Yeah, that's
dude,
like-
holy shit.
that's
Nah,
like-
but
Is
you.
it really? Is it
No,
really?
the thing is, you.
That's out
I
of
know
the
you
settled
guys
zone,
know
bro.
it. I know you guys know it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
fair.
don't really know the context that it's used on.
What is neek?
on
Isn't it a
road,
sideman
bruv.
thing? It's a
I don't know
sideman
why
thing,
it's
right?
used on road, bruv.
KSR is a fat neek. Isn't that it?
Big
that's
man
all I
thing,
know,
yeah?
man.
Big man
Is
thing.
that it?
You know them way there, fam.
Chicken and cock. Have you seen a guy that goes around asking people where's the nicest chicken and
Oh yeah.
Chicken
Where's
and
the
can
nicest
cock.
chicken and a can cock? I've got to get the
Sorry,
phlegm
sorry.
out, bro, when you say it.
Sorry. That guy's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, I
So
love
we
it.
want
so
the
cute,
skulls.
yeah.
The skulls.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah,
guy
that
in
was-
Liverpool.
Chicken and cock.
Bro, he does like YouTube ads as well. It's fucking weird. I'll like
Oh, is
be
it?
watching a YouTube video and he'll just come up before it. He's that wholesome. But anyway, sorry. Sahil seems like a simple guy, yeah, but that's quite
Oh,
a simple
really?
thing to want.
Dude, his answer reminds me of like I saw this meme of this guy saying, "I want to be the lifeguard who just looks at sits on the slide and be like, okay, you're next for the rest of his life." That's what his answer reminds me of.
Bro, imagine you
I
work
find
at
You're
Wild
next.
Wild
that
Wet
bit
for
too,
the
bro.
rest of your life just doing that.
Wild Wet. You work
Hey,
in
they're doing
Pasir Ris
God's
for the
work,
rest
bro.
of
I
your
love
life.
Wild Wet.
Bro, honestly, I have to go to Pasir Ris once, I would kill myself. If I had to go there
No,
2
but
days
those
in a row,
guys,
I'd end it all.
to be fair, those guys, I feel like those guys have fun with it though. You know, you
Yeah,
go in the
exactly.
tornado, then you gotta like strap up and you wait for the drop. And then they're like, are you ready? 3, 2, and it just drop you.
You don't even wait for one.
Bro, I've seen
They never
videos
wait
of
for
people
one.
doing that. Dude, people
They
make
never wait
full
for
on like
one.
YouTube content based on that. People make
Yeah.
extra money off
Dude,
it.
the crazy thing is, right, nowadays, like, people love to watch regular people do their jobs on YouTube. Like, there's a whole ass audience for like regular ass guys.
Yeah.
I watched this kid in like New York or something who just does like Grab or what do they call it?
Yeah.
Uber Eats there.
Yeah, like they'll
On a
be
bike.
Yeah.
like Uber Eats or something.
Yeah.
They'll upload and they
Look
get
at the dash
crazy
ad.
views. There's some
Yeah.
other professions as well where they do it, and it's like like lawn cutting,
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
like lawn
But
cutting.
that shit's satisfying.
You know
It
what's
is
ridiculous?
satisfying.
But
No, you know what's the
realistically,
ridiculous thing?
Yeah,
Is those guys get crazy views in our fucking podcast that we spend so much effort on. It's like one guy who listens to it.
I'd argue it's harder to cut a lawn. The effort they go into cutting those lawns, it's harder.
Yeah,
than
dude.
how we
Bro,
do
Please.
it.
nah,
They
nah,
put in
nah,
Oh,
nah,
yeah,
nah.
effort
effort-wise.
cutting their lawns and
Effort-wise,
people talking
effort-wise,
shit
we're off
for
the
an hour.
charts today, bro.
But why is their shit so entertaining? Why is their stuff entertaining?
Because it's
Because
quick.
we
It's
are-
30
we are-
seconds.
relatable.
You think
Yeah, we
someone
need
will watch
clips,
them
lah.
cut the lawn for 2 hours? No.
That's also true.
Speed that shit up. Then it looks super satisfying. If you watch them do the whole thing, it's so slow. You don't see any difference. It's like, but once you see it
Yeah.
sped up, then you see like,
Dude, that's why we gotta get sound bites and we gotta get
Grading
YouTube shorts.
No, we
YouTube
should just
short.
you should just our entire podcast should just be like all 5 of us just doing like regular activities in the background.
Dude, I love that. I'm kidding.
Just for an hour straight, and then we just cut it up into shorts.
yeah.
Sal can be
And we get
whitewater
so much
rafting.
content out of that as well.
Yeah, we get ridiculous amounts of content.
Yeah.
No,
There's
but
an AI
honestly,
generator for
as
that.
we're saying this, I'm starting to question why I'm doing my uni course and not just becoming a dive master and making videos about that.
Dive master.
Dive master.
Like, dude, people watch that shit. Like, I work on a liveaboard. I just document day in my life. I get people on, like, get the tourists on it. I document what I see in the reef. Dude,
Would you be working independently though? Like, would you be working for a company or working
I
independently?
work for a company. I'm cool with
If
that.
you're working for a company, they may not let you like once you get any sort of views and shit.
No, but I tie
Don't
it to
let
the
them.
company. I tie to the company. So it's like they, like,
You
I'm
could
a
start
part
a
of their
company.
social media. I'm a part of this. No, I can't.
You could start a dive master company.
Actually, I could, like,
could, like, run
if
a
I
boat.
It'd be
if
tough.
I put that much time into it,
Hypothetical is if you could do anything, right? Money's not.
Yeah.
I start a dive
I
company.
think money has to be some sort of option. Like, you know, you gotta have a
It
limit.
has to be realistic. It has to be
It has to be realistic. So like,
Yeah.
okay, like here's
No,
here's
that's why it's a
scenario
two-parter. First part
is
realistic.
no,
Second
it has
part
to
is-
be like you can live off of it. It's not like a completely unfeasible thing.
I could live
Infeasible
off the dive
thing.
master.
But yeah, that's why dive master is
With
fine.
the
But you can't
YouTube
just say
on
like
the
I
side?
travel for the rest of my life. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna travel for this.
Yeah. All right, Rooney, what's your take?
It's a bit sad to be honest, because I've like boxed myself into medicine. I just don't know what I would do if I didn't do medicine. Like I never gave myself time to like explore what I really liked. Like most of my life I played football and like I always knew there wouldn't be any career that would come out of that. But that's like the only thing I ever gave myself passion for. Recently I've been like super into, music, like listening to music, watching films and stuff. So there is like a possibility that maybe I would have gone down like a film viewing or music reviewing kind of route. In that way, maybe. That could be one thing. I don't know. That's just pure profession, right? If it was, I guess like if I could do anything, I think it's honestly quite feasible that everyone would think travel is the first thing that they want to do, which is why I
Like
think
travel
it's
show?
like- yeah, like basically what you're saying, like going around doing shit, right?
Yeah.
That's like the first thing anyone would want to do
Yeah.
if they really have freedom, right? It's
Top
like-
Gear
No,
is
but
like
I wouldn't
every
I
boy's
wouldn't do it by
dream, I think.
myself. I wouldn't do it by myself.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind traveling the world on my own. Obviously, I'd love to go with people, But I
No,
think
but it
that-
has to be like a job thing, right? Like it has to be a
Yeah,
feasible
so-
job.
So, see, the only way you could turn like traveling and enjoying culture into a job is to make like a show about it.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
make a show about it.
You
Mm.
can just work everywhere you go. Like in the sense you could. A lot of people do that now. Like,
Gig economy stuff.
But they work
And-
remotely, right?
no,
They
no,
just
no,
travel,
not
they
work
work remotely.
remotely. Like so,
Like
how
you just
people-
find like gigs at the place that you're traveling at.
So a lot of, and it's a
Mm.
concept. Like I can't remember what it's called, but it's a way people travel for free. They go there, so they let's say they work on a farm for the first half of the day, and the second half of the day they fuck off and they do whatever they want.
You know,
It's
there's a
very-
website. There's a website for this. Like if you
Yeah,
go,
there
it's called Woofu, Woof or I think it's called Woof.
It's a farm
WOOF.
Woof.
Yeah. So like you go, it's like Airbnb, but instead of paying them money, you pay them with labor.
Yeah, yeah.
My friends,
Yeah.
friends actually did that for their elective last year.
That's
They
pretty
went-
sick.
And then they just did farming.
I have a friend who did
Yes.
it in France. So he was staying in France for like a month or so. And then he would like wake up in the morning and like feed the chickens and then like sludge shit for like an
Yeah.
hour. And then he'd spend the rest of the day like, traveling and climbing, bouldering
Honestly,
at
why
like
don't we do
Fontainebleau
that?
and stuff.
My friend literally like
I
he
got
just
school.
loves
So-
wine, and he went to France, and then he was just like emailed like I think like 100 like different vineyards, and he just like emailed them, and then 3 replied, and then for a month or 2 months he was literally in France working at the vineyards, like doing wine tastings for them, and like all
That's
that
so
shit.
sick.
It was so sick, dude.
What do you mean doing wine tasting? Like he
Like
He
when
tasted?
people came to visit, he'd like
Oh,
be the ones
Oh,
doing that.
like a guy.
And
yeah,
also
yeah,
like
yeah,
and also
Mm.
when they're like developing the wines or whatever, they have to taste it, right, to see if it hits all the
Yeah.
notes they want it to hit. So he was one of the people who would do that. And
Yeah,
like
I'm
Oh, so he
surprised
got
they
he's
trust
got
that
taste, man.
movie for
Yeah,
that.
dude,
exactly.
Like,
I respect
honestly,
the
for
taste.
years
he's
ago.
got like a wine page on Instagram. He's got like 1,000 followers.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
so
good.
the- usually
Way
these
more
kind of
than
places
us.
are like family run,
Yeah.
right? So I'm surprised they trust the stranger's opinion on that. On the
I mean, to be fair, he
quality of the-
texted, he emailed like 100, and like I think he got like 3 in the end. So it's not like
That's pretty
everyone
good.
trusts it, but
That's a pretty good success
Very
rate
good
though.
ratio.
3% hit rate.
not
Yeah.
bad, bro. Not bad.
I take that.
Yeah.
Free labor.
I've emailed about 100 labs.
You know, about like 10, 15 hospitals in Australia. All of them said no.
Oh.
Because you didn't get 100.
Damn.
They've
It's
got
3 out of 100. You get one every
Yeah.
Hey
33.
Baraff, did you hear back from Leeds?
Bro, I haven't emailed them yet. Soon.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Yes,
I mean,
one email.
no, but hey, bro, I sent emails to like 10 unis in UK, bro. One replied. Well, one accepted me, not one replied.
Which one accepted you?
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Pretty good. That's
Okay,
a 10%
coming
success
here.
rate.
Back
He's
to
coming here, bro.
Back to Harun's jobs outside of med. What about like? I feel like you would enjoy being a vinyl curator. Like you run like those vinyl cafes, and then like people come in for a trip, like for some coffee, and then you got a vinyl.
That's
shop.
actually a sick ass idea.
because they've got those in
Yeah.
Singapore. I just feel like you
Me-
do it really well.
Mate, Azur's restaurant, my brother's restaurant, has a vinyl lounge at the top floor where like for dinner, like so you have dinner in there, like it's called appetite. So it's like a experimental kitchen. So the dinner itself is there's no tables, it's just one huge counter that runs along the kitchen, and then it's like a U shape, and you sit there, 10 people, and then you have your meal, and for dessert you go upstairs to the lounge, and this guy just comes on and plays whatever records you want, and they have this huge collection of records. So why don't you just be that guy on the weekend? I mean, yeah, you got no time, poor guy.
But honestly, like
You got nothing.
I think it'd be quite fun.
Dangle it
to-
in front of him for a little bit.
Yeah, poor guy.
I think it'd be fun to like set up a little shop.
You're teasing me.
Harun, honestly, right? If it wasn't like a thing of like you need to be in a position where it's feasible to do, you and I would be like sick film directors. We'd make a bomb film. bro.
You reckon?
I think we'd be
I
so
don't
sick.
know about that.
I
I
I
think
feel like it
know
takes a
about
little
sick,
bit.
but
I
you
feel like
have-
it takes a
you
little
have
bit.
good time.
I'm sure it takes a little bit. We
I don't know, 100%.
Yeah, you'd probably have to like.
and then we'd be like the new Russo brothers, you know.
Yeah, no, bro.
Yeah. Or you
Honestly,
could
as
be
a-
the Matrix
as a-
ones, and then
as
you
a
Bro, we
fire
can't even do a
transgender.
podcast right, bro.
That's true. That
No,
you
but
know
that's
what,
no, but the thing is that's because the
That
podcast
is-
isn't just me and Harun.
Oh.
Also, we're
Yeah.
bringing you guys down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
100%.
Oh,
okay.
No,
That's-
but realistically, right? If we had,
Wait,
if we
zoom
had,
in on me. Zoom in on me first.
That's the thumbnail of the podcast. No, if we had like a 5-man film crew, right? The 5 of us, I feel like we could make it work, yeah. Arman,
I don't think so.
no, bro. Arman's got ball knowledge when it comes to like camera equipment, all this stuff. He's watched films, he knows about it. Writing process, he's right there.
You know what I do?
Screenplay,
You know what I do? I'd be location scout.
hey, that'd be good.
Oh,
I'd be a location scout. And I'll manage logistics. I think logistics
Yeah.
is my strong suit.
Barf
Sahil can
help
do
with
audio.
No, Barf can help with screenplay because like he's funny. He
yeah,
can, like,
yeah.
add humor to
I was gonna say that.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, and
Maybe the
Sahil,
IT stuff. Maybe.
yeah, no, and Sahil also like if I need coffee in the morning or like something like that.
Dude, as long as I'm there, I'm happy, man.
Wow, bro, how you gonna? I was like being a dick to you, and then you're just like, as long as I'm there, I'm happy. Now you make me seem like a cunt.
I turned it against you, man.
That's fucked up, dude. That's
I
fucked
got
I'm
up.
just there for a good time, bro. I'm just there for a good time.
I got
If I go
respect.
whitewater
Really?
rafting after that, bro, it's a good life.
Wait, Barry, what's your
Carrot boy,
ideal?
bro.
What's Barry's ideal?
Oh,
Okay, first I'll go.
bro.
First I'll leave. See you guys.
Okay, bro.
Alright,
What?
sure,
Right.
Okay.
No,
Just
like,
start with this guy.
You don't want to know what Barry wants to do?
I would love to. I'm gonna listen to the
Find out what
podcast.
Barry
Hey,
wants to do.
Sahil, outro yourself.
Yeah. Outro myself.
That's a
Yeah.
crazy
Bro,
thing to
bro,
suggest.
he's gonna play the outro music.
Nah, bro, he doesn't attack us like that.
Dude, I don't have that kind of sauce, man. Alright, bye, guys.
Alright,
Anyway,
ready?
Sahil's gone, and Barf, what would you do?
What's your ideal?
Oh, I mean, it's along the lines of what you're passionate about, right? So I guess, I mean, it's quite easy to say just be a football player, lah, but actually, I was thinking, right? Imagine being into panditry, bro. Panditry be so sick, yeah. Like, honestly, just passing opinions on players. It's
Oh,
just so fun.
panditry.
Like,
We do
Yeah.
that anyway as well.
exactly.
I thought you meant like a political pundit, and I was like,
No,
what
no,
the
no, no,
fuck?
like a sports pundit.
Oh, that'd be
Bro,
quite
the
sick.
sick, the sick thing is, right, from my degree, that's actually on. I could end up. You know the guy who, I can't remember his name. The guy who like asks Gary Neville and like Jamie Carragher what they think about, or like on Monday Night Football. The guy's like sat on the left. That could be me.
Oh. Let's take it,
Dude,
bro.
you know, Tanisha might get to interview George Russell next year. Because
Okay.
Power 98 sends their DJs to go and interview they interviewed George Russell this year. So they get to interview some of the drivers in the lineup. So if she can swing it, then she might get to go.
Bro, that's so sick.
Wow.
That'd be crazy. So I'm gonna try and get a tag
Get a
on
plus
pass.
one.
But
Yeah,
why
get a plus one.
why is it only George Russell? Why not anybody else?
No, as in this year was George Russell, so next year it
Oh,
might be
okay.
someone else. But I don't think they get to interview like the entire lineup. Like, it's probably just a select
Yeah.
couple.
Bro, do
Yeah.
Danny Rick. Make sure she does Danny Rick.
That'd be sick. That'd be
That'd
sick.
be so sick. You
Yeah.
with Danny Rick, Tanisha? Oh my god.
Man. But honestly, I feel a little bit of I feel a little bit of a bandwagon kind of guy if I interview Danny Rick. Because like I did think he was washed. When he was washed, I thought he was washed. I thought he was done for. You know.
I respect that you think that.
Is Harun fully he's fully frozen. All right, Barry, why don't you just keep going?
Yeah, I mean, that's the main one I was thinking of. Bro, passing opinion on people, we do that now. You get paid for it. I mean, apart from the sad thing about that is that usually you have to be an ex like
Footballer.
ex-athlete lah. Usually they do
Yeah.
that kind of thing, lor. So
But don't you
yeah,
just like constantly get flamed if you're like one of those shitty pundits? Like, would you risk
I
it?
mean, I would risk it.
Like, you'd
I think
have
I
to
would
be a
risk it. I would risk
persona,
it.
right?
Yeah,
Like-
honestly, I would risk it. Yeah, like
You think so? How bad is the the pundit flaming?
It can be pretty
as
bad.
long as it could be pretty bad, but as long as you don't say anything like ridiculously outrageous or do anything crazy. And there's this pundit. He's like this Liverpool player, Carragher. He just went out and he just spat at this guy, and then he got kicked off Sky Sports. Like, just don't do that kind of thing, bro.
Well, he spat at a random guy.
Yeah, like he was driving along the street. I think it was like Liverpool or something. And he just spat at this guy's car because the guy wound down his window and said something to him. And he just spat at him.
Oh, okay. I thought
He
he
got
spat like a
banned by-
player or something.
No. Just
To
a
be
random.
fair,
like-
Tara's
random
still
motherfucker.
on. It's not like he's banned.
No, I think he just got like a temporary ban. I think.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Suspension.
So to be
though.
fair, Clarkson got kicked off BBC and just got like a way better show.
True. Is it way better?
No, okay, it's not a better show, but it's like
Oh,
for
more
him, I think
freedom.
the life is
Yeah.
better. Yeah, the life
And
is better. Like he was in a better position.
yeah, he's upgraded himself, lah, and he's making more money.
Yeah.
But okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, along the lines of this, right? So imagine, wait, how left is it? Oh, here too. Okay lah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
So, I mean, since we have the whole segue into like if money is no object, I guess we already touched on it. Would you guys consider ever just working like crazy till about like 40, 45, maybe 50, and then after that just like screw it and then just do whatever you want? So basically, for us, it'll probably be like travel. For most people, it'll probably be like travel
Yeah.
or like
no,
going
I
around, just
wouldn't.
use up the money.
I
The
You
wouldn't.
guys
thing,
not?
the thing is, I really liked that like idea because it's like you mint money until you're like 50, and then after that, like you can just like chill, travel, you have money, you have a family, you have like anything you want to do, whatever it is that you might want to do, you can do. And it's so
Okay,
sick,
actually,
like, but the
sorry,
thing
go on,
is
go
that
on.
like, yeah, the thing is like, but I was like, there's this like film I really like. It's this Hindi film called Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, and in that like, there's one character who's like literally like that. He's like, oh, like I'm gonna work until I'm 40, then I'm gonna retire, and then I'm gonna enjoy my life. But to work until he's 40, he's become like a corporate slave essentially. And the whole film's about like how like his life isn't sustainable. And then one of the other characters in the film's like, dude, what if you die before 40? Then what do you do? So can't do that anymore because that's kind of like fucked in my head.
Okay, I mean the caveat is that like you if you have a family, obviously it's not as feasible because you can't travel the entire time and stuff. But I'm just saying like that's
I don't know, man. My parents are having a ball.
yeah, exactly, bro. Oh my god, yeah, your parents are like the perfect example, dude. I didn't think about it. Yeah, exactly.
No, I get
I mean,
bored. I mean, because to me, like traveling itself is not like it's a nice thing to do like once a year, like maybe twice a year if you can swing it. But like if I was constantly traveling, I'd just be bored. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like
yeah, but
after
I mean,
imagine I worked for 50 years and then I just spend the next 20, 30 years just traveling. Like that's so much traveling to do. You know, like I would rather
I mean, you
just
don't look at it as traveling. I look at it as like exploring.
yeah, I mean that's the same thing to me. Like I would rather
No,
just like no, I would rather
no.
just enjoy what I'm doing when I'm working. Like I would try and put myself in a position where I'm working for something that I actually find meaning in, and then I would just be able to devote myself to work completely. And yeah, I mean, in the ideal situation, yeah, we just have a TV show and then we'd be traveling anyways, but that would be work. So like, I don't know. I feel like I would be very like somewhat guilty. I would feel like I would be feel guilty if I was just constantly just having a good time and I wasn't working at all. Like I don't know. I feel the need to work.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
Wait, but Aman, would you like again like it's a bit of an assumption, but assuming like money's not a thing in this scenario, would you
Hmm.
want to like live like a almost nomadic lifestyle of just upping and leaving?
No, well, nomadic, I wouldn't want to be tied down to a specific place. Like, I would want to have a house in Singapore. I would want to be able to have like home base here.
Yeah.
But I would want to spend like, 3 months a year, 4 months a year working overseas in a different location, like renting a place and just working. Um, but I would still be working for the same company. I would have my own company, that sort of thing. Like it wouldn't be nomadic in that sense.
So for you,
Um,
that sense of home is very important.
yeah, sense of home is important because it is home. Like Singapore is home to me, right? Like for all its faults and everything, like I still love the place and like I have a lot of roots here. My entire family is here.
Yeah.
Like even my extended family is at this point, a lot of them are here. At least the family I'm close to. Um, and so yeah, like the nomadic lifestyle I think is not for me, but I do like the idea of living in a new place. Like for a few months, for like a year at a time. Because I feel like just traveling, going on holidays constantly, you don't really experience the culture, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have this thing, but like when I go traveling with like, for example, my cousin's family, they're just non-stop on the move. Like there's no time to actually feel engrossed in the culture because you're just going from museum to museum to museum, from tour to tour to tour, from like location to location. And you don't feel like you're actually embedded in like the local lifestyle. So like if I'm going overseas and I'm gonna go on like a holiday to like experience and travel and like learn about a new culture, then I want to be living there for a while first, you know. and then maybe go to the next place. So I would spend months at a time in a place if I was able to do that. But yeah, I don't think I'd ever stop working, to be honest.
That's fair.
I just want to, yeah, I would just get bored.
But isn't that a bit like, I mean, you're saying you wanna, if you go to a place, you'd rather spend months rather than like a couple of weeks, right? So you
Yeah.
want to go to multiple places, then wouldn't you spend more of your life actually traveling rather than
Yeah, but
working?
I don't think of it as traveling versus working. Like I think of it as I'm going overseas to live the life that a regular person in that place will be living, and they will be
Yeah.
working anyways. So like it's it's connected. You know, if I can work remotely, let's say I can work remotely, then I would just
Oh,
live
okay,
the
okay, okay.
normal work remote life, but in a different country.
It's like
You
a,
know,
it's like an exchange, lah, basically, for like a student point of
no,
Yeah.
view.
not really. Dude, honestly, I find exchange to be like, even though I still kind of want to go, like I want to go on exchange, but I find it as like just such a strange concept. You know, it's like you go overseas and you spend 6 months in whatever Liverpool, and it's just a holiday for you to be able to travel Europe. Like, what the fuck do I deserve a 6 month long holiday for? It's not as if I've done so much and I'm like burnt out and I'm tired and I need a sabbatical. Like, I don't need that. So, like, what's the excuse for me to go overseas and have that exchange life? You know, like,
It's
I
nice,
don't know.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, but I don't deserve it.
You don't have to
Like,
deserve every
Yeah,
good thing
dude.
that comes in life, bro. Or at
no, but
least
it's like,
you have to
dude,
be.
you're dropping like 20, 25 grand, you know. It's not like cheap.
I mean, yeah, it's a holiday. It realistically, it's just an extended holiday.
Yeah, but why do I deserve an extended holiday like that for? That's crazy. Isn't
The
that a
thing is, like,
ridiculous notion?
your
How you
mindset
look
is
at
so
it.
different that you don't deserve it. For me, it's like if I can nab it, I will somehow like I will take it. If I can get away with it,
Okay,
of course I'm gonna do it.
I
But
think
you don't
it's
feel any guilt. You don't feel any
experience.
guilt like you don't like I should be doing something.
In that sense, if I'm using my parents' money to benefit in that sense, I would feel guilt for that, but not because I'm like balling out and I'm having fun and I'm not working. That's like the dream, bro.
I don't know. See, I would feel like I don't know. I need to be doing something.
You're gonna be doing something. You're gonna go there and learn. It's not. You, you're
No
not
one
going.
learns on exchange.
I mean, realistically, the
No
actual.
one learns on exchange.
Even if you want to make it actually worth it, go and learn.
Actually, you know what? I think you'll be surprised. You will. I think you do learn, but not like in the
No?
conventional sense of like I'm gonna go for my lectures. No one fucking goes to their lectures on an exchange. It's more like you learn about living away from home. Like you said, also like the whole idea of what you said of like living in another country, experiencing the life. There's a lot of learning that is involved in that.
But my
Learning
point is
about the
that
people there, the culture there.
on exchange, you don't really have that. Like, of course, you can create that situation. Like, exchange is what you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if I go on exchange, you know, I can make the most of it in any way I can, right? But I'm just saying that I feel like most people, when they end up going on exchange, all I hear from them when they come back is, oh yeah, I went to like 14 different countries around Europe. Every weekend we were traveling, we were going partying, we were going clubbing, which is like fair enough. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But if that was something that I was doing, I would feel like, oh, I feel like I don't deserve to be able to live this kind of life. You
Okay,
know?
honestly, right? Like, there's something to be said for that because I've also seen Singaporean students do that, right? And I've got friends here who have been on exchange last year and stuff because in halls of accommodation. And the thing is that it's such a Singaporean thing because what Singaporean students tend to do is they'll go on exchange with like a group of friends. Whether you know them before you go on exchange or not, that's almost irrelevant because they gravitate towards each other. As a group of like as a group of Singaporeans, they'll travel around. They'll hardly spend any time in the place they are supposed to be studying in. And the thing is, like, the friends I had here last year who were like on exchange, there were a couple Americans, an Italian, a Japanese student, an actual like a Singaporean student as well who came by himself because there was no other Singaporeans for him to like fall back on. So all these guys they come here, they actually like properly live the life. They start competing for the uni like sports teams, they start going for like societies and stuff like that. So they fully like immerse themselves in what it would be like to live here. And I think it's the correct way of doing it. Like I completely agree with you that that's
Oh yeah,
what you
yeah.
should do.
But I still think that that's like I don't think of the student life as a real life. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I think of like working life as that's an average person because like I think for most students, like realistically in Singapore, you generally don't take a loan. Like I think a lot of uni students don't take loans. So when you go overseas on exchange, you're going on your parents' dime, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So like you have all this privilege of being able to like not worry about, um, like the cost of rent that much. You don't have to worry about like, oh, how much is it going to cost for me to go on this holiday to this place and that place, because that's already factored in when you go for exchange in the first place. But it's not like the real life that a person in, let's say, Liverpool is living, where you're just going in and out day in, day out, you're going to work, and then on the weekends, yeah, you're going to hang out with your friends. That's kind of what I think of as like a real life that a local person would live there. And like if I wanted to go to a place for 6 months, that's the kind of life I would want to live. Of course, I say that. I mean, I know I'm going to end up traveling when I go to, um, if I go on exchange, I'm going to end up doing a lot of traveling. And then
I
like,
feel
yeah,
like
that's a bit hypocritical of me, to be
I
fair.
feel like you're overestimating how much people travel on exchange, or like, at least like from like what I've seen here, because like these guys like generally the only time they traveled was during like our 1 month long break, even during which I was traveling with my family and stuff. And like the thing is, people, and also what distinction would you draw between like a work life and a student life? Because you said that you wouldn't count student life as like being an average person's life per se.
Um, well, I think the uni life is quite, you're in your own bubble. You know what I mean? You're living on campus, or you're living slightly off campus. You're generally hanging around like students who are in the same university as you. In a lot of cases, you hang out with other Singaporeans, but it's not like a real, I don't know. I feel like it's like a fantasy land. Like you don't face the same regular day problems that like normal people face when they're living there, you know, because like you don't have to worry that much about rent. It's kind of taken care of. You don't have to worry about, like, in the sense, like people in uni, I don't think are like working every day, right?
Like
Like because Bate
uni
was shaking
work
his head a little
wise.
bit. Yeah, like you're not working to pay off, like your you're not working as you're in uni, right? Generally
Oh,
speaking,
I'm not, but I know a lot of people who do.
like part time lah.
Yeah, but also like quite consistently part time because they have to be able to afford the rent, that kind of thing.
But those are people on exchange, or they're people in uni?
No, people in uni here.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about,
Okay,
on
that's fair.
exchange
That's
specifically.
fair.
Because when you go for exchange, like you factored in all of the costs already, and then you're
Yeah,
able to go on exchange. No one goes on exchange and then decides, okay, yeah, I'm going to work now to be able to afford exchange.
that's
You know,
fair.
like that's just not a thing that people would do lah. So that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like when you go on exchange, you're living in this fantasy land where it's like, you just go there and then you have fun with your friends and you go out and you guys go to a different country and you go on a holiday, and it's like, I don't know, like it's like two conflicting thoughts that I have, which is like, on the one hand, yes, you should be able to take a full advantage. You're already there, people are already paying for you, go and have fun, whatever. But then
yeah.
on the other hand, it's like, oh, what do I deserve to have this much fun for? What have I done in my life to be able to like
I
afford
mean,
this kind of?
to be honest, I always thought exchange was like I mean, I didn't know the reality of it. There was that much of like a holiday. I thought there was still quite a bit of learning shit going on. Yeah, so I guess I resonate with Arman quite a bit here, because if you're going on your parents' dime,
Yeah.
especially, um, just to have like an extended holiday, it's a bit.
To be fair, I think med exchanges are very different because obviously like Howie came to the UK last year on exchange to London, and he did
No, dude,
travel a bit, but like
even
there's
that,
a lot of
like,
work that you have to do like as a med exchange student, I think.
you didn't really have to if you didn't want to, though. Like that exchange was like very like ad hoc elective kind of thing.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, like our coming electives, like our year four electives, those are very much so just like straight up just learning. Yeah, but yeah, I still never saw it as like a big long holiday, because goddamn, that's a long ass holiday, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's a 6 month long holiday, basically.
Because they'll stay there for the summer as well, right?
Yeah, a lot of times because you exchange it generally, like let's say January to like maybe April, and then
Yeah,
it's holidays
Yeah.
straight away, right? So
yeah.
a lot of people will extend past that as well.
Yeah.
So realistically, actually, uni is only 3.5 years for some people.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then those people that do 3 years and then they do
Yeah,
an
bro.
2.5 years, right?
Yeah.
Those 3 year
So yeah,
courses are crazy.
So
so
for
yeah,
a lot of people,
exchange feels a bit
wow,
weird.
that's crazy. That's
No,
So
crazy.
so
two and a half
in
years is half of my course, yeah. Half of our course, yeah.
in,
Yeah.
in the
3.5 years will
UK,
be done.
Although
in
to
the
be fair, I
UK, what
think
they do is like they have like 3 year courses, but then if you want to do exchange, it's a full year, and then you add 1 year to your course. So it's a
Okay.
4-year course then.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think law is actually kind of coming up on med as well in terms of length, because now our training contract is 1 year.
Mhm.
So we have like 4-year degree plus half a year you study for the bar, plus an extra 1 year you have to do your training contract. So it's like in total before you actually pass the bar, it's like close to like 5.5 years now. Yeah, before you officially become a lawyer. It's
That
pretty
sucks
long now, so,
ass. That's so shit.
yeah. On that sour note, I already gotta go, is it?
Yeah, I've gotta go.
All right. Anyways, we're hanging out later, right?
Yep.
What time you all want to be at my
Wait,
place?
where are you going, Harun?
Have we outro the
Yeah, this is the outro. This is the outro.
okay.
This is
No,
the
keep
outro.
this in. Keep this in. Keep
I
this
will, I
in.
will. I definitely
So they know
will.
we're all friends.
I'll try yeah. I'll try and be there like 8:20 or 8:35 before the game starts.
Okay. Then you all are y'all gonna eat here?
I've got to
Anything?
see. I'm being called for something. I don't know what that is.
Okay, Barry, you're having dinner at home, right?
Yeah.
But
Okay,
I think Sahil's probably having dinner at home as well.
Yeah. No,
Hey,
so
don't you
so
have
no one's
don't
having.
you have people over? What?
No, they're not coming. We rescheduled.
Oh,
So
okay.
open to you guys now. Yeah.
Can,
I
can.
mean, I'll set up the AC and everything, then maybe we can get some snacks as well.
Okay.
Make it a proper thing tonight. Anyways, I have
Okay, can.
nothing. I really have nothing else to look forward to. That's the thing. Can't hear Aaron.
Same, yeah.
Me neither. I
Bro-
have nothing else.
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't even have like your things to look forward to. Like I got even less. I got one podcast every week.
What do you mean, mate? You live in a house with all your friends.
Like, yeah, but it's also not the same, love.
They're
They're not the boys. Same way
But
you all
then-
have your other fucking friends also, right? It's just not the same.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
I
mind
don't
sitting
see my other friends. I don't see my other friends.
That's crazy.
He just rescheduled his meeting with his friends. With
just to meet up.
No, because the friend is Suman and she has to go hospital.
Sorry?
Because the friend is my friend is in med school, so she had to go hospital.
She's working, right?
Yeah, she's. I don't know what year is she in, bro.
Oh, she's a doctor now, right?
Yeah, she's
she's fully a doctor.
doctor now, I think.
Yeah, I think she's an HO. No,
She's
how-
a HO
how
or
do
she's
we-
MO?
HO.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Because I think she could just graduate. Dude, how do we know more about your friends than you?
No, because
Yeah.
Barath is. I don't know. I can't tell HO, MO, year 4, year 5. Everyone's
Okay,
all in the
but
hospital
honestly,
together,
honestly, yeah, that's fair. Like, I wouldn't really know like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like the law stuff also.
I just know you're in
after grad.
hospital or not in hospital.
okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough,
that's
Yeah.
fair.
fair enough.
All right then.
Yep.
Same time next week. All right. Ciao, boys.
Okay. Been a pleasure.
a
Thank you
good
for
one.
listening.
Have a good one.
And we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Very soon.
Bye.
See ya.